You've probably felt it too. That quiet, nagging feeling that you're meant for more, that you could be achieving so much if only you had more time, more discipline, more confidence. The fear of wasting your potential isn't just a personal struggle, it's a modern epidemic, and it's silently draining the energy of an entire generation. In this episode, we're going to explore where this fear comes from, how it's affecting you more than you realize, and what you can actually do about it. Let's start with the obvious. You live in a world obsessed with achievement. From the time you're a child, you're asked, what do you want to be when you grow up? And from that moment on, you're conditioned to measure your worth based on future success, not on who you are, not on what you love, but on what you produce. It's no surprise that many people grow up with the haunting sense that they're running out of time, that they should be further along, that they're already behind. But here's what most don't realize. This fear of not living up to your potential is often rooted in something deeper: perfectionism. We don't just want to do well, we want to excel, to be extraordinary, to be the best version of ourselves always. But here's the paradox. When you feel like you must reach your full potential to be worthy, you end up paralyzed by it. You procrastinate. You overthink. You become afraid to start because starting means facing the risk that maybe you're not as capable as you hoped. So instead, you distract yourself. You scroll, you plan, you fantasize about future success without ever actually working toward it. And then comes the guilt. You tell yourself, I'm wasting time. I should be doing more. I have all this potential and I'm throwing it away. But what if the real problem isn't laziness or lack of discipline? What if it's fear? Fear of failing, fear of not being enough, fear of finding out that your dreams are bigger than your abilities. It's a heavy weight to carry. And society doesn't help. We live in a time where you're constantly bombarded with curated success stories. That 22-year-old who built $1 million business, that artist who went viral overnight, that influencer who turned a hobby into a global brand. The message is clear. You should be doing more and fast. But here's the truth you rarely hear. Potential isn't a deadline. It's not a race. It's not a number. It's not a comparison. Your value doesn't decrease just because someone else achieved something earlier than you did. In fact, the pressure to be exceptional often leads people to burnout, anxiety, and even depression. Because when success becomes your only metric for self-worth, failure feels like death. So how do we break this cycle? First, we need to redefine what potential even means. It's not about becoming famous, rich, or wildly productive. It's about growing into yourself at your own pace. It's about using your gifts in ways that bring meaning, not just recognition. It's about living deliberately, not obsessively. Second, we need to accept this uncomfortable truth. You will never reach your full potential because your potential is infinite. It grows as you grow. And that's a good thing. Imagine if your entire worth as a human could be measured by what you accomplish by age 30 or 40 or 70. How limiting. You are more than your milestones. You are more than your goals. You're a work in progress, always becoming, always evolving. And that means you'll never have a final version of yourself. Now let's get practical. What do you do when that fear creeps in? When you feel behind? When you feel stuck? Here are 3 things you can try. 1, start small, start now. The fear of wasting your life is often a sign that you're disconnected from action. You're stuck in your head. The antidote is momentum. Write 1 sentence. Take 1 step. Make 1 imperfect attempt. You don't have to feel ready. You just have to begin. Second, stop romanticizing your future self. It's easy to imagine a future version of you who has it all together. But that version of you doesn't exist unless you build it. Instead of fantasizing, start crafting small daily habits that slowly lead you there. 3. Give yourself permission to be average. Yes, you heard that right. Sometimes the pressure to be amazing is what keeps you mediocre. Because you're so afraid of being seen as average, you never try. But when you allow yourself to be average, you free yourself to start. And from there, growth becomes inevitable. Let's be clear. You do have potential, incredible potential, but you don't need to prove it. You need to use it quietly, consistently, and courageously, because in the end, the real tragedy isn't wasting your potential. It's wasting your life trying to become someone you're not. So if you're listening to this right now and that fear is sitting in your chest, tight, heavy, loud, I want you to hear this. You're not behind. You're not broken. And you're not a disappointment. You're growing, even when it doesn't look like it. And that is enough.